All right, with a brand new setup, people, a brand new setup and a brand new year. It's time for the Craft Hour with Pink Fresh Studio. I'm your host, Jeff Lindberg, and you're ready to create and connect with us. Hey, look, do you notice a new angle? Besides me downloading iOS 50, I'm now 50 years old, but you also have me and a brand new setup. How about that? So much so that I'm a little worried that I'm gonna not be able to hear everything or do everything correctly. So let's talk about that for just a second. Since we have been gone, I have dismantled the craft studio, DIY'd a brand new craft desk, also better light can be on the desktop, which I'm super excited about. And while I was away, I turned 50. So it's one of those things where we got a refurb. We redid it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you're enjoying the new angle. Some of you have seen this side of the craft room, but it's new, and then the desktop has brighter sunshine setting up on it. So yeah, thank you, Elegant Sentiments. I'm glad that you know. Hi, Lita from Las Vegas. I kind of miss Las Vegas. I need to go back. Thank you for my 50th birthday wishes. I'm so glad that everyone's here for Craft Hour. Our moderator in the sky is Heather Hoffman. Heather joins us today, so be sure to say hi to Heather in the comments. And our guest today is someone that I don't know, and I have really enjoyed getting to know through the rehearsal process. So I can't wait for all of those things. Today we'll be throwing around some gift cards. So remember, the more you chat with us, the more chances the computer picks you up and a chance to win some gift cards, which is good. So be sure to say hi to Heather. Be sure to read on our special guest. And you know how we do that. We do that with two ways. Give us a big bold in the chat if you're brand new to the show. Give us a brand new big T if you're here for Tina, our special guest. And of course, if you are here to have fun, well, just stay tuned and be sure to comment lots. Also, by giving us a thumbs up and sharing with everybody out there in the world that you are playing along with us. Shall we do it? Shall we get our special guest star on the line? I think we should. Please welcome our special guest and one of my newest friends. Joining us live is Tina Smith. Hi, Tina. Welcome to the show.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Nice to see you, Mr. Jeff.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for saying yes to doing the show. You'll know that you were not going to, quickly say yes because it was on camera and all those scary things, but you went out and you did a lot of things. Friends, I got to tell you, Tina took the time to research everything that she needed to know. She was dedicated, earned an A plus out of the gate with technology, even brought a brand new camera, which we can't wait to show you. I think when you see the camera that she has for the dollar value that she got, you're all going to want to become craft influencers, which are good. Hey, Tina, we have Betty Blythe here saying hello to us. She comes to the
Hi,
show a lot.
Betty.
Lita Moore. We have Anne
Hi.
F., our fellow designer. Thank you, Anne, for being here. Julie Urban. Lori is always with us. And good old Rebecca is saying hi. Roberta S., always in the
Hello.
show, which is great. And Connie. We'll say hi to all of you. Be sure to give a thumbs up so that we can go. All right, so Tina, I was telling everybody that you are a new friend of mine. I've never met you before. We, of course, have seen each other across the studio landscape, if you will, at Pink Fresh Studio. But tell me, where do you live? Where am I calling?
I live in Columbus, Kansas. It's a
Okay.
really small town. Yeah, it's a one horse town, I like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved here to raise our kids and I really like it. We're originally from California. We lived
Okay.
in Central Valley, California, but moved here for our children, kind of a slower pace, and it was a good choice.
Sure. How did you get into crafting, Tina?
Um, I have to say I probably got it from my mom. She's actually was actually a oil painter,
Okay.
and I always saw her in a sewing machine or cross stitching. Decoupage was her thing, so I just picked it from them, from her. I guess I got it from her.
Sure.
I've always loved paper, even when I was little. So
That's so
um,
fun. That's so fun. So you also have joined with Pink Fresh. How long have you been with Pink Fresh?
since the beginning of the year, so about three
Okay, so
months.
a new
Yes,
fellow designer with us. Well, you're in good
yes.
company. A lot of our fellow, look, Raquel is here as well. Raquel, we need to do a show together. I would really appreciate that. And Rita is always here, which is good. So, Tina, what you'll have to promise me is that after you get through the first nerves of going live, that you'll tell everybody how easy it was at the end of the day. Sound good?
I promise I will. Yes.
Well, I think it's going to be a good show because you've made a really good card. Before you go down to your desktop, will you hold up the card that you created and we'll walk people through where we're headed today?
Yes, I will. If I, one moment, I have to grab it.
Well, I didn't tell her to do this, so bless her heart. Let's say hi to everybody. You're watching the Craft Hour. I'm your host, Jeff Lindberg. Be sure to give me a follow and give us a thumbs up. Remember, the more you activate, social media systems like YouTube, the more we're able to do. And Kinnery and her company can get the exposure that we want her to have. So, what'd you find there? Did you get a good view for us to see?
Yes. How about that?
Oh, it's so good. This morning, we decided to add that beautiful lattice. So to show you the skill set, it was her idea, but it was also an example of how you can turn something, add to it, and make it even just a little bit more perfect for Pink Fresh Studio, which is what we want to do today. Shall we head down to our desktops and show everybody what we're working with?
Yeah, let's jump in. We'll get
All right,
started.
let's look at it. All right, everybody, here's my new brightly lit setup. I hope that y'all can see it well. And look at Tina's fabulous camera that she bought just for this show. It's Remind everybody how much you said what that camera
Um,
cost.
$68, and it comes with a remote too, so
So
you
she,
can show you.
ooh,
You
look
can
at
go
that.
left or right, and you can also zoom in and out.
Isn't that perfect, everybody? She did that just for the show today, which I so appreciate.
So far,
And
so good.
And I am learning some new angles and new desktop lighting, which is going to be super fun. All right, let's walk everybody through what we're doing today. We're going to be playing with the brand new Vines and Roses stamp set. The best part is that Pink Fresh Studio gives you so many options. I'll tell you a little bit more about what Tina designed in just a second, but I wanted to show you what are some of the things that come with this particular grouping. Of course, you can take the main stamp as well as the stencils. Stencils really make things effortless for you. Before you know it, you look like you're a pro. And then you die cut them out and make your card. But when we use something like washi tape, which is a great series that Pink Fresh has for many of its line, there's a whole line contributing to washi. The coloration that you know and love from Pink Fresh Studio is taken care of for you. And when you have this rainbow coloring and these beautiful gold embossed details, wow, it really makes the card pop. And so both Tina and I decided to have Heather and team send this to us, and we thought we would give this card a try today. We'll teach you all about how to use washi, but like you said, even if you didn't buy the washi systems, you can always stencil or just straight up ink, die stamp everything that you want. Today, however, we'll only be using this stamp set in order to grab those stencils. We're going to say this one back to the closet and we'll look at it at another time. It's not necessary for today's project. We will need these die cuts, and we're also very excited about a brand new standalone die. This is the notched corner frames set. And these are really fun. As you'll see, Tina has designed a frame that really makes this look perfect for this particular card. We'll teach you how to do that in just a second. And the colors that we're going to use today are Coral Reef, heading over to Sweet Mustard, then Sky Blue, and then you always need to have your detail black ready to go at a moment's notice as well. We'll be doing some, wait for it, we're going to be doing some ink blending, but I'm going to put my patience cap on and I'm going to kill it for you guys today. And you're going to be okay with my ink blending. And yeah, so there you go. So Tina, did I cover everything? Did I get everything you wanted me to cover?
Yeah, you have everything perfect. It's going to be
Great,
fabulous.
great, great, great. All right. So what do you like to do? You do like me? We cut down the strip like this, right?
Yeah, we're going to start by taking our washi. I was surprised at how easily how this adheres to cardstock, but I was also surprised at how you can reposition it too, which
Yeah,
makes it really
it's not
nice.
too late. It's not a too late situation.
Huh.
All right, so we're going to draw this out and we're just going to simply apply this to the paper. and you're going to just look for those air bubbles and kind of smooth them out. As Tina says, you can position it any way you want, right, Tina?
Absolutely. When I trim it, I always like to trim a little bit of the paper off with it. And then when I roll it up, it's easy for me to grab. It has that lip. So,
Right. Here's that first time where I'm like, what did I do with my scissors? I did not.
oh,
So everybody, I was mentioning earlier that I decided to change my craft room setup, mostly for Pink Fresh, but also just to make going live just a little bit easier. And so that's what we're trying today. But when you do that, you deconstruct your whole craft room, and boy, did I. So that means that I have some things, some tools that I'm used to having right there next to me, not next to me. So I have done a lot of pre-work in order to ensure that you all aren't waiting, but Tina and I are going to attempt to do everything live on the show today.
yes.
Great. All right. So taping down, we're going to get that die cut out. Great.
I love that it's just a one piece die and it goes through your machine super easy.
Yep.
You don't have to line up each one of them, which is really nice.
I also gave you the coordinating sentiment cuts too, so that makes that nice as well.
Yes. I have my mini Empress we're going to use today. And I might have to run this through twice.
Yeah, which is no problem, right? Because we know that it's got some work to do, but we have no worries that it does cut beautifully. And also a shim can help, but yeah, you might cut it through twice. No worries there, right?
Right. Okay. And what I hope is the noise going to bother you?
We are so used to the noise here on the show that
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we know it's part of crafting. I'm going to do it too.
Okay, here we go. Maybe. Here we go.
I put my Empress in the closet to get a lot of this craft stuff out of the way, or just visually not there. But I'm having to learn where everything is. But anyway, friends, take a look at how easy and effortless this is, and how the die cutting machine nails it. Gets the job done, right?
I'm faster here, right? I'm almost done.
Take a look at all of these options that you have, and I'll show them a little bit closer to camera because I want you to be able to see. They're so
Okay.
beautiful. The rainbow
These are
colors,
just stunning.
yeah, they picked a really nice array of colors that are quite versatile. And I again love how the gold looks there, which is great.
Mine shifted a little bit when I second cut, but I have good news because I have a backup. A
Yeah,
backup here. The backups are nice.
backups are
Okay.
nice. And even the great Julia Child had people helping her that we don't have. So doing stuff on live is we need a backup, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
While you do that, I'll say hi to everybody. Carissa Wiley is here, our fellow designer. Carissa, you're so busy lately. I don't even know where to tell people to go find you. You've got so much stuff going on. Linda Cook says, that is so impressive. Will you be able to give us a tour of the craft room? Linda, I need to figure it out myself, but here you can see, but there's this cool wall and it has a lighting effect going up it. I'm very excited. When I get it all done, I'll show it to you. Yeah, Julie, I agree. The washi set is fantastic. All right.
It's
So as you
beautiful.
can see, Tina is also poking out some of the elements that have a little drop shadow in them. So that means that you just pop them out. You can use your Pink Fresh Studio. Uh, um, Wrong camera. Hi. Still getting used to it, but do you see that small little section there? So that's great. All right. So we have those off to the side, back to our desktops, or me back to my desktops. What are we cutting out here for the frames, Tina?
We are going to take actually quite a bit of frames from our notched corner frames
Okay.
die set. We're Easiest way to do it is grab the first five and then remove the middle the cutting one.
So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then you're going to
Ever,
remove
you know,
three.
we're going to remove number 3 because we don't want a double cut there.
Okay.
So we're going to go just like that. And this is
And
where we are thankful for our friend, Miss Empress, right? Because we can use that magnet.
yes. Oh, yes. Usually I use my Platinum 6, but I have the big, huge one. And so I thought this would be easier. So I don't use this one very often, but the magnet will be nice.
For this project. All right, that first frame is going to feel a little big, but if you do a standard A2, but don't forget that's the whole point. We'll actually be using that as one of our bases, but worry not. And then we're going to start adding those notches, right?
Yes, correct.
That will give us a little bit of the texture that we want from this beautiful die.
Yes, I love the detail on these. These are so pretty. And
Miss Heather, I hope that my microphone is sounding okay. I have left it on the desktop this time versus have it following me around. So if you need for me to give some more gain on it, I'm happy to do that.
okay, I'm going to go ahead and run this through.
Am I doing this right? I don't need this one, right? Let's see.
No, not the small. No, that's perfect.
That's
Yes.
okay. Got it. All right, let's run that through and I'll check in with Heather here. Heather, I moved my microphone, so good. She likes it, so I'm happy. All right.
I want to show you guys what the frame looks like. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, after we have this done, we are going to just take the largest and we're going to create a background with it.
There it is, everybody. Yeah, you can create so many effects with this, which is great. And that background that Tina is about to do, I've already pre-cut, but I want you to watch her. But that helps me be a host to y'all and check in with you. So I've already got that part done, Tina, and I'll join you.
Okay.
But as you
This
can
is,
see, Tina is doing it.
we're going to do a little ink blending. So this is going to be our background for our frame.
Perfect. All right. It's all good things, I agree. Carissa is going to be doing fine. Just so many fun places to catch her out. Laura says this is so pretty already, and this is so creative, says Julie, which is great. TK Watson
Thank
says
you.
double the detail, brilliant. And Leanne says, who would have thought of cutting it out that way? This is so smart. Yeah, great way to kind of change up the original intention, give you a double whammy punch there on how to use this frame. All right, is it time for us to play the scary music, the time to ink music?
Okay, now I have my blending brushes here.
Why am I so intimidated by ink blending? I don't get it. What do you have any tips when you watch people, like anything that you want to tell me as a person who's not very confident on the ink blending?
Um, I think if you, I think it's really loud. I think if today's going to be really easy because you don't have to worry about light or dark areas. Basically, because the edges are going to be hidden. So today's is actually going to be really, really easy.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as far as the colors go, I kind of want to, I picked out some colors that blend well together. So if you blend these two together, it'll create a pretty corally color, more corally than coral reef. But if you blend these two, it'll be pretty green.
Cute, yeah.
As far as helping out with the what brushes are you using?
I am a pink and mane kind of guy, so I have some bristle brushes. I don't have
Oh,
any.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say go heavy on the edge and then just kind of fade, lighten up your the pressure and just keep doing circle motions.
Yep.
That's it. Okay,
Julie reminds us to use a light hand. You can add more if I want to. You're right. So don't go crazy
perfect.
with her. Jody says, thanks for your willingness to come in front of the camera. I know it can be scary. I agree. I called her and
Yes.
said, hey, sis, I just want to let you know. I bet you are scared, but there's this magic thing that happens somewhere in the first 10 minutes of the show, when you start doing what you love, which is actually crafting, you suddenly find yourself being quite okay with everything. So what do we
I'm
what,
starting with the coral reef, and I kind of go in a triangle, and then we can fill in the open areas on the edges, kind of fading in towards the middle.
okay.
I had a little bit of yellow, so my coral reef is not as pretty or pink as I want it to be. But
Everybody, this is my first official ink blending on this desk. We'll have to see how shaky the camera becomes.
oh, I want to warn everybody, my camera is actually mounted to my desk, and it does get a little shaky. I'm so sorry. Do you have your camera mounted to your desk, Jeff?
Uh, I do, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But again, with a new tripod that I've never had before, so.
that's good. Okay, I'm going in with sweet mixed mustard next. Just going in that triangle shape. And then we're going to add our sky blue, kind of overlapping the colors. If you overlap the coral and then the yellow, we have a green and a purple that's really pretty.
All right, I'm still on Coral Reef, but remind me one more time which one to switch to next for ease.
So did I say sweet mustard? Did I tell you sweet mustard? I
That's
have, I'm using sunshine. Let me grab my sweet mustard.
Oh, I can grab Sunshine. What would you prefer?
Um, nope, I got it. I got it here.
Okay.
There we go.
And
Sorry.
it can go right next to this, right?
Your coral reef. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot brighter. It's prettier.
So we have a little thing. Let's see. Beth asked if you, meaning me, have a birthday resolution for turning 50. Some of you may have seen my Instagram post where I just kind of said that I believe that your birthdays are like iOS downloads for those Apple users out there. And I downloaded iOS 50. And, just like any new technology, sometimes the download is a little buggy. It has some problems that need to be worked out. And I'm discovering that, that's sort of what birthdays are. As you age, you figure out the bugs. But here's the other great thing. In fact, I think one of my followers said this, and I agree. It also means that really great updates are coming. Things that were never there before are suddenly downloaded, and I agree. So I've decided to embrace it and love myself for it. And I've used it as a big reset. So I'm using turning 50 as a big way to forgive myself and reset a lot of things. So I've enjoyed it so far.
Awesome.
Tina, these colors look great together. You're right. They kind of are effortlessly combining into each other, right?
Yeah, you're doing fabulous. We're having ink blending problems. You would never know it. I mean, you're doing
Oh,
beautifully. This is my favorite color combination. Is the coral, the blue, and the sweet mustard. They're happy colors.
yeah, they really are. And you're right. They work beautifully with each other.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you, Fran. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put away my inks because that's all the ink blending that we're gonna be doing.
Also, to everybody at home, I know that we teased you with this exciting camera from Tina. What we want to do is we want to have you all jump over to her socials, and after the show, maybe she can do a quick link to it. She showed it to me, but we would love to tell you what the link is, and I think that you'll enjoy the reviews and kind of build your confidence if you wanted to give a go at a fairly inexpensive first camera, decide if you know it's for you or not, right?
Yeah, I think it's working out really well, and it's
Yep.
pretty inexpensive also.
Great. Yeah, we'll be happy to do that. Jump over to Tina's socials after the show, or maybe she can come back in these comments after we post and go from there. All right, we're done with the ink blending, right?
Yes, and it looks fabulous.
All
Wonderful.
right. Well, thank you. All right.
You're welcome. Um, I think what we're going to do next is create the lattice for our frame. So
Okay.
I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and we need about 7/4 inch strips to create the lattice look behind here.
Super easy, just cutting at that 2-5 line and get yourself a bunch of strips. You know that we have a love of getting those strips down from following Laura Fedora, but also it's such a great way to use those scraps, which is nice as well. So I've had those pre-cut as well. As you can see, Tina's doing it live for you, just following that small little square and just cutting about 7 of those so that we can create our lattice. All
A
right.
couple more.
For those of you just tuning in, remember a thumbs up always helps us. And then taking a fun picture of what you're doing while watching the show is always fun. You're watching the Craft Hour. We're creating and connecting with my special guest, Tina Smith. All right, back to our desktops.
Okay.
Tina,
Um,
what do we do?
Now I'm going to take my glue and flip over your frame so it's the back side up. And then
Okay.
we're just going to add some glue around the edge here. If you
Okay.
have a tape runner, you could use that also.
Okay.
Okay.
I
And then
was
this,
I was able to find the glue. I did find the glue in my repacking, so we're good.
I always like to start in the middle. So where these notches are here, am I centered? I'm just going to add my first strip right down the middle.
On the diagonal?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Next strip, we're going to go below it here, and you'll probably have to do a little trimming with it. So if you have any overhanging, you can just trim off the excess here. Goes down.
Heather will have to tell us, but Pink Fresh also has a lattice die that was released a couple of years ago. Can check that out. I don't know if it has been retired or not, so we'll have to let the boss tell us whether that's available or not.
Oh, that would be perfect too for this.
And Heather, if it's not available, I'm sorry for plugging in.
Oh.
So this is a 3, space it out for a 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So you have one in the middle, and then you have top and the bottom. And then we will, for this one, we're not going to start in the middle. We're going to kind of skip the middle. We'll wait here until you trim off that.
Yeah, I've never built a lattice before. Sorry. Okay. And I need to cut these.
So far, so good. I'm sorry, I'm not. I feel like I should be talking more. I'm so.
No, 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 no. That's we get that a lot too. You should I promise they are talking amongst themselves and they are just kind of watching our technique, so you're good. All right, I don't know
Wonderful.
about this lattice building. Okay, I mean not only my skill set, it's a beautiful effect. All right, so what are we doing on this one?
Okay. Trim away what's overhanging on your bottom corner there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then oh, I guess you. Well, I'm sorry. Um,
You're good. You're good.
now, this one we went down the middle where those notches are. We're going to skip over those notches and start in the corner here. And we're going to add 4 strips. And you know, with the glue, it's nice. You can actually, you have a little bit of wiggle room on placing them. So you can actually lay them over the top and then figure out your placement later if you want. I think I'm going to scoot this over a little bit. This will be nice too if you wanted to do a crisscross instead of going at a diagonal, going straight up and down like a tic-tac-toe pattern. I
Right.
think that would be nice too. And I think that's going to work out great. So I'm going to use my glue and just secure everything. We're having beautiful weather here in Kansas. May is usually tornado season, I have to say. Usually around Mother's Day is when we get lots of tornadoes over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this time we're doing better, huh?
Yes. It's actually a
Yeah.
great day.
Definitely thinking about our friends in Baltimore as well as in the New York, New Jersey area as they navigate Mother Nature and a little bit of
Yes.
turmoil there.
Yes. I watched the news this morning about those.
Friends, do not let me come over and do your fencing because I do not know how to do lattice very
I think
well.
that looks, you're doing great. I think that
Okay.
looks good.
You're good. You're a good cheerleader. I like it.
Oh,
And with all of the sentiments that we have, as well as the floral, we can cover any ouchies that we have.
oh,
Uh,
absolutely. Yes.
very forgiving.
Looks good.
All right, this is not going to change anybody's lives, but I think it's passable.
Absolutely. I think it looks lovely. Okay, what we can do next is take some foam tape and put it behind the back of our frame.
Okay. And it's exciting times really quick. I've got to go grab my phone tape, but we've got to announce our first winner. By the way, we are having a little fun celebration with $25 gift cards today. And the $25 gift card number 1 goes to Betty Blythe. Betty, you've been in a lot of shows for
Yay,
us. You
Betty.
got it. It's great. Let me go grab my phone tape and catch up. Stand by.
Congratulations, Betty.
So exciting. We love a good gift card. That's fun. I got to learn my angles. Everybody, don't be mad that I have not learned where the camera is on this new setup. But at least it's a little brighter over here. I think it's a little brighter for y'all at home, which is good. Love giving dimension. Tina, I'm glad that you like dimension on your cards.
Oh my goodness. I know I do. Sometimes I want to go crazy and add a little too much where I
Yeah,
can't fit it in the envelope, but that's okay. I think dimension's nice.
yeah. I one would say that it's life. A
Oh,
little humor
yes.
joke there. Also, friends, I will tell you that I believe that let me just fix this one little piece of lattice to make sure that it's not hanging over. I believe that I need to get, could I have picked the hugest scissors in the universe? My goodness. I have smaller scissors, but again, who knows where they are. Um, can we review that? I believe that adding dimension actually takes your card from good to great, I think. I think it adds an elegance that's unexpected, and it really changes the card up, I think, in
I
my opinion.
I completely agree. Okay. Yep, we can layer them together.
You want me to get a top folding? Let me get a top folding going on here real quick.
Yes.
Okay, we'll score that down really quick. Top folding line is right here. And I definitely don't know where my bone folder is, so
Well,
don't tell anybody that I did not use a bone folder, everybody at home. The bone folder will appear in the next episode. Are we going to do a side stitch? We are, because I remember the sentiment is on the side, yeah?
yes.
All right. So do you want me to sandwich these together, or are we putting leaves in there first? We're going to sandwich.
Nope, we can sandwich them together.
Okay.
And
Everybody, you'll have to kind of leave me some comments after the show because it's hard to see them during the show. But if this if you like my new desk setup and the lighting, and like I said, as soon as I figure it all out, I'll do a full tour and show you what I'm doing with all of that.
I have a little overhanging, so I'm just trimming out the parts that are overhanging. Okay. And one, it looks beautiful. Great job. Okay, I'm going to add this to the front of my card base.
We're
And
just
I'm
going
just
to
going to use my glue for this.
okay.
Okay. I
Yeah,
like that this,
that dimension changes everything.
yes, it does. It does.
Okay. Hey, don't forget, everybody, that we have another huge Create and Connect event coming up. You can always tune in to your newsletter as well as Facebook groups, the social media team, etc. That we have our next event in June. You know, it's going to be a hot foil better press event. And Heather is going to take a moment, just a few, to link it in the comments so that you can chase it and see if it works for you, which is great. Okay, we need a sentiment for this, right?
Yeah. Yes. I'm going to use over the leftover cardstock from this piece here. And I'm using my stamping positioner just because I may need to double stamp. This is one of those cards where you can actually use any of the greetings. I think it would look really pretty on it. I'm going to be using "May your day be as beautiful as you," or as you. That's so pretty.
So cute. Let me come over and say hi back to you all. Hi, she's going to be doing some sentiments. I've stamped them ahead because I knew that I was going to want to come over and say hello to everybody. I hope you're enjoying the craft hour. Let's see those thumbs up flying. Let's get those views concurrent. 208 of you have been watching the show. 105 of you are in the room. So let's get some thumbs up going. We've only got 53, so 50 of you. 50 of you, we got to get you to give me a little thumbs up for me. So let's get that going before we announce the next chat. Lita says, when I refresh my craft room, it takes forever to find anything. Good, because I'm feeling a little anxious that I don't have everything readily available to me, which is so annoying. Elegant Sentiments, thank you so much for signing up. Marcia says, I'm signed up yesterday for the hot foil event, which is great. Carol Calloway says, I woke up in a bit of a snow here in Utah. My goodness, the weather is just
Oh,
all
wow.
over the place. Julie agrees with us that the sentiments for Pink Fresh Studio are fantastic. I agree. So many different options. And there's so much fun going on. Uh, hey, that's great. And we got those likes going up, which is awesome. If you're watching this on review or in replay, Don't forget, you can do just as much fun. You can help us out tremendously there too, by just commenting and participating. All that gets the same attention. All right. Let's give you back to your gallery view so that you can see what the heck's going on. She just made a sentiment while we were gone, and I took her off camera. I'm so sorry about that. I've decided that I'm going to use May Your Day Be As Beautiful As You Are, which is the option for me. It would help if I moved back to my desktop camera. I'll get used to it again, people. I will. I'll get the buttons moved. It'll be fine. All right, there you go. That's the one I'm going to use. All right.
I'm going to pop my greeting up with some foam
Okay.
for a little extra dimension.
Good idea.
And then I'm going to go ahead and add it behind my greeting here. And then we need to pick out some flowers. Let's go ahead and glue this down. Before we add our greeting, I think we should put our flowers first.
Great. Some comments have wanted to know when you found out that you were going to be on the design team, how did you celebrate? Did you get excited? Is there a story there when they reached out to you for you to join Pink Fresh Studio?
I was actually I was doing a happy dance for sure. I was very excited, a little bit nervous because all the beautiful cards that Pink Fresh has. I was a little bit intimidated, but I definitely did a happy dance. I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, I was super nervous too because Pink Fresh Studio has such an aesthetic to it that you really want to meet the aesthetics needs and what Kennery, Leah, and Heather design. And
Absolutely.
so that was my biggest like worry was that I was not the right aesthetic, but I found
I,
out that I guess I am. All right, we're gonna put this to the side
yes.
and pick some flowers.
Yes. Okay. I thought maybe since we have two leaves that are pretty similar, and then we have two of the smaller florals that are pretty similar, we can kind of group them together and put one set in each corner.
Okay.
And then the rest you could actually put on the inside if you wanted, or save for another card. So I think these will work perfect in the corners here. I have some foam squares that I'm glad you guys can't see the side of my desk. It's kind of a mess.
I know, right? There's the illusion of what's happening around us right now.
I have a tendency when I remove the release paper off of my foam squares, I have a tendency to just toss it. Nobody gets to see that, but I guess you guys get to see it today.
We'll just put that anywhere, right?
Yes. Okay.
And this one, this one's what your heart desires, This one is like what you feel. And Tina has set us up with the right colors that they all kind of work together.
We'll put this in the bottom corner here. Kind of like the way that trails kind of curves a little bit.
My goodness, I definitely have a heavier hand than you do, but I don't know if it necessarily looks bad. It's just different. I need to learn how to lighten my hand a little bit. I am going to glue versus foam tape.
I think that looks nice. That looks really pretty, Jeff. You're doing great.
Hanging in there, but you're right. I think I'm gonna dimensionalize the next one up so that it gives just a little bit of a pop.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. We're doing great on time, everybody. Good. Tina knows how to make a pot. She packs a punch. She knows
Oh,
how to make a card that has good timing on it.
I know I usually I have to slow down because I usually do 30-minute increments. My camera only does 30-minute increments. So
Okay.
so this works out great. I can actually go a little bit nicer pace.
So that dimension is going to come in for me, and then I will glue this one. And then I will use this little leaf as my dimension. So Dan has picked up softball. I'm not softball. I say that wrong every year. Kickball. And so he is game 3 today. And so he is out at the kickball field, hopefully winning his game.
That's
Tell me a little bit about one of the other passions that you shared with me, which is that you are a baker.
um oh yes, we used to me and the husband used to own a bakery and cafe,
Okay.
and um yeah, where I did all the sweets, and it was a lot of work, but I really loved it. We had a full display of 12 different cupcakes at one point, and I loved mixing frosting colors and flavors. It was super fun. We sold soups and sandwiches, and we ended up, after COVID, we ended up closing it down, and um, I focused more on card making. So it was a win-win.
Right. Well,
Worked.
it sounds delightful. How do you keep baking in your life now that the shop is closed?
Oh goodness. I kind of don't. My kids, I have two daughters that a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old, and they're watching their figure. So they always get mad at me when I bake something. It's like, Mom, why'd you do that? So so I don't bake as much anymore, but I do like to when I do, I end up sharing with the neighbors or
This release also had some embellishments that you're going to use, right?
oh yes, I'm using these are so pretty. These gems are clear with gold dust, and they look almost goldy, but when you put them on your project, the gold kind of goes away, and so you can just see the flakes. You can see how they're kind of clear.
I'm going to put it in gallery view so that they can see you. Hold on just 1 second. Go ahead.
Oh, but yeah, they're really pretty. They have these gold flakes in them, and they're just stunning. These are probably one of my favorites. Although I say that with all of the gems.
They were asking if you could zoom in just a bit with your
Oh
fan.
yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see. I can do that.
I mean, let's test this thing. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, I got the little remote. Let's try it out. Okay. I think that's as far as it zooms in, but
I
I
think it
can
looks
probably
good. I
flip
think it
the
looks
card.
good.
Is it fuzzy?
No, you're good.
But these, yeah, see
That's
how they turn
fine.
clear?
Super
Oh,
fun.
you did. That's beautiful. I
Yeah.
like the double layer on there. It's beautiful.
Different, but it also showcases the personality and how your own self can come out and you can make interpretations and um, yeah. All right. That's super fun. I'm going to come back on camera over here and check in with everybody, and we'll see. Tina, of course, will remain on her desktop for just a second as she wraps hers up. All
Yes.
right, what kind of questions do you have? Any questions for Tina about her life? This is a chance to get to know her as much, which is important. Debbie says these are pretty cards. Tina, I just love your
Thank
design,
you.
says Jerry. She
Oh,
watches
thank
your
you.
channel all the time. Kathy says that this is a very springy look, which I agree. Chickadee agrees that these are pretty cards. Carol Guy says great cards. Thank you so much. Laura says very pretty. And then Laurie says, love the gold touches. Yeah, I love that. It's such a great accent. I can't wait to put mine on in just a few minutes as well.
Yeah.
Um, Susie says that she's glad that they are so small, which is good. Um,
Okay.
Washi is so easy, and it's one of those things where the coloration just does all the work for you. I mean, look at the sheen and sparkle. Look at the Pink Fresh Studio artists doing their thing of combining colors just right, and it's definitely fun. Psy Creation says the trellis style helped make the whole thing pop. I would agree.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and do a little check on the thumbs up, people. Let's have YouTube tell us what we're doing. We got you can go to your front facing too if you want to say hi to everybody for just a second.
Okay.
104 of you are watching, 74 of you have liked it. So come on, people. Before we roll out that second gift card, it's $25 today. Let's get those likes popping. Smash it. Smash those likes buttons. So easy, friends. So easy, and you're giving such a gift. Heather will admonish me. No, I don't know. I was trying to tease Heather, but I can't think of a joke fast enough. Tina, how in the world did you pick a card that works so well in 1 hour live on camera in front of everybody? You must have
Well,
been doing this for a while.
just a little bit. I started my YouTube channel in 2016, so I have a few years.
That's awesome. Anybody else have any questions for Miss Tina before we go? Tina, remind everybody where they can find you.
I have a YouTube and blog called Cards and Coffee Time, and I'm at Instagram too at Cards and Coffee Time.
I love it. That's so great. We'll get that second card going. Let's hold up our cards, my friend, on this light. We can kind of show it off. There's Tina's card for me on my end. Catching the light with that gold. So fun. May your day be as beautiful as you are. I agree. We picked really good sentiments. Vicky says that we need to do more lives with Tina. I know she's a pro. I hope she
I'm
figures
I'm
it out.
I'm sorry it was a little boring. I get better the more I do it.
Oh, stop. You're not boring. I didn't find that boring at all. That was great. Jen says that she's going to try that lattice tomorrow, which is good. Jen, I need to practice my lattice, so I will check you out and see how we're doing. We have our second winner today for the $25 gift card. We're so excited to say that Linda Wood is the second winner. Congratulations, Linda. Round of applause for you. Peggy says that we did an awesome job and this set is awesome. Connie, did you hear where you find Tina? She just shared coffee. I'm sorry, crap. Say it again.
Cards and Coffee Time.
Cards and crack coffee. And of course on Instagram. And if you check out the Pink Fresh Studio Instagram page today, she's linked several times through videos that I posted as well. And then just a little bit later, she'll jump on this YouTube after she signs off. She'll do a link to that Amazon so that you can all see the camera because it is a home run. Tina, it's the little things of saying yes in life like this that are a big deal. And I love that you were so dedicated to figuring it out long before you ever were able to go live. You had great questions. And your personal life has been quite a journey this past couple of weeks. So for you to
Yeah,
still make this live means a lot. We won't
thank
get
you.
into the major one, but the minor one, what's going on with your washing machine? What's happening? Can you wash your clothes?
Oh, no, the washing machine's fine. It's just the pile. I from
Oh,
coming
oh,
back from where I was. I mean, I have quite a bit
got it, got
of
it. So
laundry.
the chores will be mounting today. That's
Yeah.
what Saturdays are, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Tina, thank you for being a special guest for us. It was nice to be back with you this month. This is a beautiful card. Be sure to
Thank
check
you.
out that Pink Press Studio link to get all these products because my goodness, they are super fun to use and they make it so effortless. Heather Hoffman, the best leader and friend in the world, and also definitely a moderator in the sky who helps us out. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much, Tina.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.